believe we know that the other Zerg has gone Ultralisk. He's been sticking with those Zerglings, and we had been keeping him pretty low on the resources, but it looked like he had definitely saved up quite a bit of gas by just sticking with the Speedlings for so long. So he's now able to keep pumping out those Ultralisks. He's up to 3 or 4 of them at the moment. He's got 3, there's 4 Thors, 5 Thors out on the field, versus 2 Immortals, 3 Archons, 3 Zealots, and a Dark Templar for myself. 3 Mutalisks, and 22 Zerglings, so not a big force for my ally. However, at the moment, we're just both trying to kind of protect our expansions at this point, recover. Me having this high yield is definitely a benefit, and it looks like I'm sending over another expansion over here on this west side to try to secure that for when my high yield is tapped out. It looks, yep, I've got 2 more Immortals on play, so 4 Immortals, 3 Archon is definitely going to be good force against this. Oh, here they go on the attack. Definitely going to put a big hurt on this. Those Speedlings are just going to get really destroyed. But here come in my Archons, here come in my Immortals from behind. He used the Strike Cannon again on an Archon, decimates one of the Archons, but the Archons with their plus to bio and my Immortals with the plus to armor is just an excellent counter against their force they have. I do survive with 2 Archon, 2 Immortal, and a few Zealots, and my ally survives with his expansion intact. Now at this point, it was probably safe to push, but I did not have an observer up in there, and I did not know what they had. I was definitely trying to build up a more sizable army, and it looks like we're getting 3 more Archons into play, and I am not building more Immortals at the moment. I should probably be more Mortals instead of Archons. However, the Archons are definitely great against the Zerg. So at this point, they've scanned my second expansion, and they know I have another expansion, which is definitely bad news for them. They know I have the high yield and now a second expansion going on. So I am going to go in and try to take out this Terran base that does have the orbital defense. They're trying to repair, they're getting good repair on it, but the Immortal with the +3 to weapons is too much damage focusing on that. So down goes the Terran expansion, and he definitely had the highest tech. That is going to put a big hurt into him. Down goes the Ultralisk. Down goes the Immortals. I'm just barely able to squeak by with a couple Immortals. Probably could have pushed into there, but there's one more Ultralisk charging in. He's got that upgraded armor. He does have heavy armor, and my Immortals will kind of hurt, but I am going to engage. But oh, more Speedlings come. This is not good news for those Immortals. They are going to go down. Luckily, I'm able to get some speed lots into play, clear up those Zerglings. And now the Terran is pretty much just down to nothing. He looks like he's going to land here to try to just mine out as much high yield as he can. I am going to push in with these speed lots into the Zerg expansion. Kind of interesting how these long games play out. They kind of regress back into Tier 1 tech after all the Tier 3, Tier 4 tech has been dispersed of. Start the game with Zealots, end the game with Zealots. At this point, I definitely saw all this mining going on this high yield. I definitely do not like that going off. Again, kind of another mistaken movement on my part. I moved my Zealots kind of through the base instead of back around to get to the high yield. However, at this point, I also have 3 more Dark Templar coming into play, and this is just about the end of the match. He's got some Hellions, which is definitely a good move against the infantry. However, I've just got too much firepower down in there, especially with the Mutalisks. The Mutalisks at this point should be kind of taking out those Hellions, but at this point it doesn't really matter. I do believe we are going to get the GG at this point. But overall, definitely an extremely fun back and forth match. There were times, definitely times that my base was more than in question. and did lose my ally's base at that early point. But getting that early strike on the Zerg with the Dark Templar, knocking out his base completely, for all intents and purposes. Oh, he's making one last ditch effort. He's got 3 more Ultralisks coming down, charging in. It doesn't look like I see him. Either that or I'm just running away. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, obviously I hear my base is getting attacked at this point, so I'm going back in. Looks like my ally's finally got some tech. He's got some infestors. And there we go. Blue quits. Me getting the GG from my ally. And it looks like that is about to be game. Yeah, so this was definitely a fun match ahead today, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. I was definitely, sorry, I was kind of scatterbrained on this replay, but it was fun going over it again. Oh, looks like Red wasn't too happy about his ally, but hey, you win some, you lose some. Well, this has been the 3rd installment of my cheesy videos. Hope you enjoyed this one, and I will try to get some more for you now. Happy hunting. Have a good night.